Sorry, I was muted. Yes, Judge.
Do you know if anybody's scheduled for an MIDC to be available today?
I was going to try and check on that real quick. Judge, Heather just checked the schedule for me, and she said no one was scheduled for this afternoon. Do you want her to contact?
Yeah, we should find out who's available because that's a major breakdown.
Okay. Do you want her to try and contact Teresa today?
Yeah, we need an attorney available today.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you.
She's contacting her right now.
Thank you.
Judge, Heather just returned the call. She said that she talked with Teresa. Teresa apologized that she was not notified. She's going to get somebody on in just a minute or two here. It'll probably either be Jeff or Sharon, one of the two.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Five minutes, Jeff voted she'll be on.
Thanks. Paula, when do we have another one of these parental responsibilities scheduled, do you know?
I'm checking, Judge.
Hi, Paula.
Mr. Young, did you gentlemen have enough time in the breakout room?
Yeah, Your Honor, I did, and I think it was helpful. Mr. Perillo appears that he's been trying to make an effort. He doesn't have custody of the children. With the court's permission, we'd like to adjourn this. He's going to talk to his family attorney. There may be an interest in petitioning the front of the court to make a change in custody. He expressed to us that he had temporary custody in May because the mother had COVID. So the boy was with him and he was in school almost 100% of the time. He's expressed to me an interest to get involved. He is involved. I don't want to suggest he isn't by any stretch of the imagination. I think he just wasn't sure what he could do. And again, I'm not trying to be punitive, Your Honor. I'm just trying to see what we can do to get those kids taken care of. I like that opportunity.
Everybody's on the same, everybody's got the same goal. Mr. Ferrello, how old is your son?
My son turned 10 yesterday.
10. Well, happy birthday. When's your next date, Mr. Young?
Judge, we have Mr. Young on July 8th. That is your day with him anyway. So we can schedule it in the afternoon.
Mr. Ferrello, do you think you can get anything meaningful done before then? I'm okay waiting until July 8th, but I'd like to get something happening faster if you think you're going to have things buttoned up on your end to do that.
Well, I have to talk to the attorney and see if I can get something rolling with friend of the court to get a custody request.
Let's go with the July date then. Let's go with the July date. And if you would be so kind, let Melissa know that we got to have an address for her so we can communicate with her, and you can share with her this date.
Okay, when I pick up my son
July 8th,
tomorrow,
Paula?
Yes,
I'm
sir.
sorry, sir.
when I pick up my son tomorrow, I'll make sure I have the address.
Thank you.
Yes, sir. July 8th.
I'm assuming
Your
those are
Honor,
morning time slot.
Mr. Young was just going to ask you something.
Your Honor, is it all right if Mr. Ferrello contacts me with that address and then I can contact Paula and make sure that.
Oh, that's fine. Yeah, as long as we get it from somebody.
I will give you my cell phone, Mr. Ferrello. It's 734. Can you write it down? 734 34. It's area code 734-347-8965. And if you can call me with that address in the next day or so, I will get it to Paula and we'll get her official notice. And Your Honor, without bringing in the school on the 8th, is it all right if we just have this as a review? Because if we get something worked out, then I just don't want to burden a lot of people.
Yeah, I'm okay with not having the school here as long as there's somebody you can reach out to by phone if there's some information we need from the school to resolve something.
All right, very good.
Do you think that I will be able to get something done in this amount of time on that level?
If
No,
you
I
can't,
don't.
sir, have your attorney talk to Mr. Young.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I
And
understand.
Mr. Young,
I'm sorry, Your Honor.
go ahead.
I was just going to tell Mr. Frill, I understand this is going to take a while. I just want to see something moving and so that we can follow up on it. And if it happens, then I'm the biggest supporter Mr. Ferrello will have in this area for a long time. So that's all.
I appreciate that.
Yeah. Mr. Ferrello, I'm sure Mr. Young's tried to explain it to you. You know, the whole reason we've got this is we're all on the same page. We want the kids in school.
Yes, we do.
This is not about getting you or Melissa, either one, in trouble. It's about making sure you two have the resources you need that we might be able to help you with to make sure your son's in school.
I understand.
Mr. Young, on the 8th, are you scheduled for the morning docket, I assume?
He is, Judge. We have a slot at 11 o'clock if you want to put it in there. Is that okay,
Mr. Frill,
Young?
that work?
July 8th, 11 o'clock?
Yes, sir.
Is that okay,
Okay.
Mr. Young?
Oh, that's fine. Yes.
Thank you.
Okay. Mr. Ferrello, you're all set.
All right. Thank you very much.
Good luck, sir. Jeff, thanks for popping in last minute. Just in case we have somebody, first of all, just in case we have somebody show up, we're not doing so well on that so far.
Well, the next ones aren't scheduled till 2, but.
Well, I had 4 scheduled at 1.
Right.
Swims, Wilcoxon, and 2 Ferrellos, and we're batting, 25%.
Yeah.
I'm ready, Judge, whenever you are.
Thank you.
He's in the courtroom. We're doing it.
Your Honor,
Yes, sir.
the Wilcox case, I'm informed by Lieutenant Toth that the children were removed by Child Protective Services, and they're residing with their uncle in Van Buren. They're with their uncle in Van Buren and attending school. I'm not suggesting that we dismiss this case, but because I don't know if something should happen and she should regain custody of the children, then certainly she needs to make good on this. But it's not as time sensitive as it was when this was first filed.
So are you suggesting we should not bench warrant her for ignoring a court-ordered appearance?
No, I'm not
Because
suggesting.
I'm okay with that.
Well, I don't think you're going to get her attention any other way unless you want to try one more time and send another notice for July 8th at 11 o'clock and see. I have no objection with that. Whatever your court wants to do.
All right, she's in the bench warrant stack.
Okay. Okay, swims, we have no follow-up on.
I got nobody showing up, so I gotta reopen my meeting.
Okay, I didn't want to.
Yeah. I'm done right now as far as just people showing up. I got people scheduled at 2. The last group I think is scheduled at 3. I got 2 bodies scheduled. Yeah, but the worst is gonna happen, I think, is it'll shut me down. I gotta reopen.
I just didn't want you to get a whole bunch of people.
Let me know about Darren.
I will, I just wanted to check on you with this.
Okay, just a fair warning for you, Jeff and Rob, we're getting ready to test the generator on the new building, so there's a fair chance, I guess, that I might lose my meeting, and I'll just have to reopen the meeting room. So if the screen goes black on you, you'll know why.
Okay,
You're muted, Rob. Still muted.
Would we just have to reconnect then if you did that? Is that the way we would do it?
Yeah, that's the worst case scenario. You're gonna have to dial back in.
Okay, no problem.
Yeah.
Correct. If we lose it, I'm just warning you.
No problem.
hi, Rob.
Jeff, how are you, buddy?
Good, sir. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Always a pleasure to see you.
Yes. You're
You
looking
too,
good.
Detective Toth. Always a pleasure, gentlemen. It'd be nice to see you in person again.
I was just gonna say, we miss,
I do miss that element.
yeah.
The networking, the connection.
Exactly.
meeting with Other detectives, watching other exams. I miss all that.
We'll be back together soon, I'm sure.
I hope so. I mean, we may not have traffic or whatever, which, that's no skin off my nose, but I want to get back as Lieutenant Toth is. We got to get back in there and move this thing along whenever we can. So.
And the new building is just gorgeous. You feel judicious when you walk through the front door.
You haven't seen it yet, Rob?
Oh, no.
You
I've
were
been over
here
there.
the other
I've
day.
been in here.
No, I've been in and out of there. Whenever these cases come up, I always go over there and go through the files, put my pleas in there, and
Yeah.
I don't take.
I was going to say, I thought I brought you in the other day, back here in this hallway.
No, very, very beautiful place. I'm not sure what that is growing out of the floor on the first floor, but we'll figure it out one day, I guess.
You know what is growing out of the floor grew 1/4 of an inch every 1,000 years.
Really? I thought it grew the last time I saw it.
That's a stalagmite from China.
Oh. Stalagmite,
That's
not
million.
stalactite.
It grew from the bottom up.
Okay.
I think Al told me 1/4 of an inch every 1,000 years.
Actually, Jeff, that was a stalactite. We just couldn't afford to mount it that way.
Oh,
It was gonna cost some big money to hang it from the ceiling.
Judge, I was going to advise you about the message that Al sent, but Judge Green just let me know she told you.
Yeah, yep.
Thank you.
So how much time do you want to give Miss Swims, Your Honor?
She's already in the no-show stack. She gets a half hour.
Okay, so I think that does it for
Yeah.
me then. Okay, thank you very much.
Oh, I didn't realize the rest of them were yours. I'm sorry.
Yeah, the rest of them are Huron.
Yep, no, then we're done with you two. Thanks, guys.
All right, thank you. Bye, Jeff. Bye, Paula. Thank you.
Bye,
Hi,
Rob.
guys.
We'll see
Bye,
you later.
Detective.
John's a lieutenant now.
Sounds like.
If they could do that now, it would be perfect because we've got a few minutes in between and we'd have time to reset everything.
Yeah, I don't know what else he's juggling. I'll let him know.
Christine, your screen has given us a neon flashing there. We have a Shamika Hunt in the waiting room. You want me to bring her in?
Yeah, I see that. Well, we
You
don't
want
have
me to let
prosecutor.
Christine go because Rob was the only one that requested her.
That's fine, but before you do that, see if you can find the Huron prosecutor.
All right.
I'll send Christine a text.
Okay.
Swear from the commission and the affidavits to the commission, I'll do it. I'm doing a docker right now, file, so I'll take care of your files. Yep.
Judge,
Yep.
Kevin Foley, I just talked with Kevin Foley. He said she's either here or on her way here. So she was going to work on her pleas this afternoon as well. He's going to text her and tell her to sign in. She is aware of the docket.
Yeah,
Okay,
and we lost
one
Miss
of
Hunt.
them, yeah, Shamika Hunt. The Danisha is probably Danisha Shirley, who's scheduled
That's
at
what I
2
thought.
o'clock.
Yeah, that's what I figured. Thanks.
Okay. We have Miss Foley Carter in. Hi, Caitlin. Judge, we also, it looks like we have Phil Zernick. You want him in?
I got him. Good afternoon, Caitlin.
Thank you.
Hi, Dad.
Hello, Miss Foley Carter.
Hi, Jeff. How are you?
I'm fine, ma'am. How are you?
Good, thank you.
Miss Shirley, are you connected?
She shows she is.
Oh, yes.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Miss Shirley, I've got a file for November 17, 2020. The charge is violation of parental responsibility. This is a misdemeanor. It carries a possible penalty up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 90 days in jail, 93 days in jail. Do you understand the charge?
Yes.
The prosecutor is joining us, Miss Foley Carter from Huron Township. Miss Foley Carter, what's the plea offer for Miss Shirley?
Your Honor, it's 771.1 for a term of 12 months.
Thank you. Ma'am, what that means is if you plead guilty today, we'll take this file under a delayed sentence. As long as whatever with the attendance issue we had going on back in November with your children or child, as long as that's resolved and the kiddies are making it to school when they're supposed to, then at the end of that 12 months and you don't have any other criminal charges come up, at the end of that 12 months, this would be dismissed. It wouldn't stay on your record as a criminal conviction. Do you understand the offer from the prosecution?
Yes.
Are you prepared to make a decision today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
Well, my decision will be to make sure that my children make it to school when they are supposed to be in school. And I did sign my children up for summer school for the days that they missed to make up the work and everything that they had missed when they wasn't able to attend school.
Okay. All right.
So
So does that mean you're going to plead guilty to the charge?
Plead guilty to a charge.
The violation of parental responsibility.
So could you see? I'm confused. I don't. So you said plead guilty to what?
The charge is violation of parental responsibility. It's a misdemeanor. If you plead
Okay.
guilty to that charge, the prosecutor is offering a delayed sentence for 12 months, which keeps the file from going on your permanent record as long as you take care of business during the next 12 months. Taking care of business means no new criminal charges and the kids are in school every day.
Yes.
That's what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes. As long as if that gives me the opportunity to, you said, so basically if I plead guilty, y'all giving me a chance to make sure that my children is in school within the next 12 months so that it don't go on my criminal record. Am I understanding that right?
Correct.
Okay, yes.
Correct. Exactly. All right. So tell me what was going on November 17th or, leading up to that your children weren't making it to school. What was going on? And give me
So
ages. How old are your kids?
11 and 7.
Okay, go ahead. Tell me what was going
Being
on.
that it was difficult because they were doing Zoom, and it would be difficult for me to get them on time, or like if I had to go to work, find babysitters, and when they was at other people's houses, I wouldn't be there and they wouldn't be logging on. And
Right. So
my
basically
children,
you were going to work and leaving the kids on their own and they just weren't taking care of business.
yes, basically leaving them with babysitters and stuff like that.
Right.
And it was
Okay.
difficult for my children. And it was difficult for me adjusting to how everything was changing and everything too.
Right. Yeah, that's been a tough year for kids and parents.
I can't hear.
Miss Foley Carter, are you satisfied with the factual basis for the plea?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, ma'am. So this is what we're going to do. I've accepted your plea, 12 months, no new criminal charges, no more attendance issues. If you're having any problems with the kids, getting them to school, then contact the court. You want to talk to Christine Oswald. She's our juvenile probation officer. So just contact
Okay.
the court. We've got resources available to you.
Okay.
So if you've got it taken care of, because now, next year the kids are going to be back to some kind of normal with going to school, hopefully. But if there's any problems, you let us know. We're here to
I
help.
will.
That's what this is all about.
Thank
All
you.
right?
Yes.
Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No.
All right, good luck to you.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Judge,
Yep.
it'll be just a minute. Miss Foley Carter is kind of getting kicked out of her office. She's moving across the hall, so it'll be a minute.
I got it.
We'll
We're
get
okay
back.
now. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you back on, honey? Or?
Yeah, we're good. Paula.
Okay.
So,
Hey, Judge. Judge Oakley. Guess he's not.
He's on the phone, Phil.
Oh, hey, was that Denisha Shirley?
I can't understand you, honey.
Hang on.
give me your name. Give me your name. Give me a phone number, please. Six 608-344-0310. All right, I'll have somebody call you back.
We're on Zoom. That's what I was asking. What do you know that for? Is that all right? Third people. I don't know if I do know. Yeah, I don't know that. Yeah, I don't know.
Actually, I've got files ready, but is he on the phone? All right. Hey, Caitlin,
Yes, Judge.
I'm going to make a suggestion. Judge Green and I have one of our sobriety court guys that's been tested positive, so we had a chance to get him on Zoom today. We want to double team him a little bit. So we've got two people in the waiting room, Miles and Mohammed. How about if we have Paula bring them in and together you can just kind of explain how the project works?
Sure.
And I'll be back as soon as I can.
All right, I can do that.
Okay, thanks. Appreciate that. Paula?
Take it. We've got Isaac Miles. Isaac is scheduled at 2:00.
Yeah.
Okay, 2:10. I'll bring him in now.
Thank you.
He's not connecting, so I'm gonna send him. Up, he just connected.
Isaac Miles, can you hear us?
Good afternoon. You're not Isaac, are you? Ma'am?
Okay, I can't hear anything now.
Looks like she's connected to audio, but she can't hear. And she froze. Ma'am,
Yes.
you're not Isaac, are you?
No, I'm his wife.
Okay, we need him. He's the one on the ticket. He's the one that has to appear. You cannot appear for him.
Okay. He ain't got home from work yet. I don't understand. I'm the one that handles everything, so I don't know why they had his name
You're not an
down.
attorney. You cannot represent him. He is the one that received the ticket. He has to appear in court.
Okay.
Would you like to talk to the court-appointed attorney so he can explain it?
Yes, please.
Jeff?
Yes, Paula, I'm here. I'm here, Paula.
Okay, I'll put you in a breakout room with our court-appointed and he can explain to you why you cannot represent your husband.
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to bring in Shafiqua Muhammad. Good afternoon. Hang on just a minute. It looks like you can't, hang on. Let me bring in Shafiqua Muhammad. Just hang on there for a few minutes, Ms. Lewis Williams.
Okay.
Good afternoon. How are you?
Good. How are
Shafiqua.
you? I'm doing good.
Hang on just a minute. The Huron Township prosecutor will be speaking with you.
Okay.
Can we talk to her in a breakout room or just here, Paula?
You can just talk to her here.
And Ms. Muhammad, my name is Caitlin. I'm the Huron Township prosecutor. So you are here for a parental rights, parental responsibility charge. It is a 90-day misdemeanor and up to a $500 fine. So what we want to do is just put you under what's called 771.1 for delayed sentence for 12 months, just to make sure your kids are in school and everything else. And as long as you comply and don't get any new charges or anything like that, at the end of the 12 months, we will dismiss the case. So you won't have any criminal convictions.
Okay.
Is that something you're interested in doing, or would you like to talk to an attorney?
That's something I'm interested in doing, but I do have a question.
Sure, I might be able to answer.
Yeah, I just want to know, like, okay, you said it's a charge, correct?
It is, yep.
Why was there no, I mean, the truancy officers did come out a couple of times, but I feel like there's no type of resources being offered, you know, with the time that we're in now, you don't know what anybody's going through.
Sure, no, I get that. And that's what the judge, he just had to step out for a moment, but he does have plenty of resources to offer you. So,
right, that's what I'm saying, like.
Would you like for me to explain to her about Ms. Oswald?
That would be great, thank you.
Okay, we do have a juvenile probation officer here who has many, many resources, and she's a wonderful help. Her name is Christine Oswald. When you contact the court, it's area code 734-941-4463, And when the recording starts, her extension is 260. All you have to do is call her and say, I need your help. She's a wonderful resource. She's wonderful with the kids. If you do contact her, the judge does look at it as you're trying everything you can, and that helps your case as well.
Can you say her name again, please?
Christine Oswald, Oswald. She works very closely with the schools, liaison officers, with the parents, guardians. She's very good at what she does.
Okay, I'm sorry. Can you give me her extension one more time?
Absolutely. 260.
Okay. 260. Yeah, because before the whole coronavirus thing, I've never had a truancy issue. My kids always been in school and had exceptional grades. Like I've been going through a lot with my health and not having any support. So it's just very hard.
She's an excellent resource, and the judge does look upon it favorably if you're reaching out for help. So,
A lot of us in just
are you willing to accept Miss Foley Carter's offer of a plea?
yeah, well, I guess I really have no choice.
Well, you do have a choice. We also have a court-appointed attorney on hand. He's in a breakout room with someone else right now. If you want to hang in there, we can have him explain it to you one-on-one in a breakout.
And if he explains it to me, what if I don't want to accept the plea, if it continues on, then I will be facing like time or fine.
No. If you don't accept the plea, we would schedule it for probably a bench trial, and go from there on. Okay? But he can explain that to you. He's an attorney. He would be basically your attorney. So do you want to just wait for a few minutes and then speak to Mr. Bowditch when he comes out of the breakout room?
Okay, that's fine. But also, could you explain that again? Is it Paul, Caitlin, about the plea? Basically, you said it would be for 12 months.
Right, so it's kind of like just holding on to that file for a while. It doesn't go anywhere, it just stays with the court. It's under what's called 771.1. So for that period of 12 months, we're gonna help you get your kids to school and find whatever resources you need help with, just to make sure your kids are going to school and everything else. And then at the end of those 12 months, if everything's good and the officer who is here today, if he says that everything's good, then we'll just dismiss that case against you completely.
Okay.
And it will not be on your permanent criminal record.
No.
Okay, I'll do that this time.
Do you want to speak with our court appointed, or do you want to accept the plea?
No, we could accept the plea.
Okay, I'm going to put you back in the waiting room for just a few minutes, and we'll let the judge put it on record, okay? He had to step away for another hearing for just a few minutes, but we'll pull you out just as soon as he gets back, okay?
Okay, my kids do get out of school at 2:55, just heads up.
Okay, it won't be that long.
Okay.
Hang on just a
Paula,
minute. Yes,
we
sir.
have found Mr. Miles. Just as soon as he was going to talk to me, we lost everything, but we have found Mr. Miles. He will be present soon.
Okay. Ms. Mohammed, I'm going to put you back into the waiting room for a minute, okay?
Okay.
Madam Prosecutor, with Mr. Miles, is it 771?
That's for 12 months.
Now, do any of these, Caitlin, have any fines or costs associated?
No, they do
All
not
right.
assess anything.
We just
All right.
make sure the kids are in school.
We have Miss Lewis Williams, Caitlin.
All right, Miss Lewis Williams. Hi, you're gonna have to unmute yourself There should be a little microphone.
Your microphone. Can you
We
hear me?
you.
I can hear you. Yeah, check the video. There you go.
Okay.
All right. Did you hear everything that I said to Ms. Muhammad?
I did.
All right. So in a nutshell, you're charged with parental responsibility for the truancy of your children. But what we're going to do is we're going to put it under 771.1 for a period of 12 months. And as long as everything's good, your kids are getting to school, and you don't pick up any additional charges, we'll dismiss the case at the end if you want to take that plea.
Okay, that's fine, but they're in school now. They have been attending school since school started because I work, and right now I'm actually at work, if you can see. So I had to stop working and run back here really quick. But they have been at school, but I do have 2 children that are out of state because they have to go visit their family in another state under a custody order. So they will be there for the whole summer. So they won't be attending the summer school program that the school signed them up for because they're not here.
Okay, which I have Mackenzie, Madison, and Macasia.
Yes, Mackenzie and Madison are out of the state.
Okay. All right, we'll make a note of that. We just want to make sure that they're in school, even just if Mackenzie and Madison are out of summer school, that's fine. But just even during the course of next school year, I think that's what we're most concerned about.
Well, they won't be missing any days next school year. If everything is back to normal and I can work and take them to school, they won't be missing any days.
But yeah, I know this year was tough, and that's why
it was just hard because I work morning shift and I don't have really a lot of people that I can rely on to pick them up and drop them off or even get them set up for their online.
Sure, and that's exactly why we're offering this this year, because I know how difficult it was. Did you want to think about the plea? Do you want to talk to an attorney? We do have an attorney here if you'd like to speak to him.
That's fine. I heard everything that you said, and I'm okay with that because I know they won't be missing any school. So I'm okay with the 12-month probation period.
Good. All right, we'll just wait until the judge returns.
Yeah, I'm going to put you in the waiting room till the judge comes back. It should just be a moment. He was pulled out to kind of an emergency hearing. So he'll be right back, okay?
Okay.
Thank you.
Welcome.
So that's Mohammed.
Miss Foley.
And that was Lewis
I
Williams.
just got that little text or whatever. I mean, I'm sure you probably know, but.
Yeah, I saw that. I figured as much, but.
Yeah, so.
Good.
Okay, we've got Mariah Warren. She's scheduled at 2:10. I'm going to bring her in.
Is she mine?
Yeah, Mariah Warren. It should be 210-009982.
Thank you.
Yep.
She can't hear. She can't hear.
Miss Warren, can you hear us?
Looks like she froze.
Miss Warren, you might want to move around a little bit if you can't get a better connection.
Hey, Caitlin, I'm going to run over and give these last 2 names to the judge so that he knows what's going on with them.
Okay, perfect.
Thank you.
All right, Miss Foley Carter, thank you. How far did you get with Miss Warren? I heard you were talking to her when I walked in.
We didn't get very far. She just found her connection.
Okay. Hello, Ms. Warren.
Hello.
All right, so we've got a file with your name on it from May 18, 2021. The charge is violation of parental responsibility. That is a misdemeanor. Carries a possible penalty of up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines, plus court costs. You understand that?
Yes.
Okay, so how many kids you got in the Huron Township School District?
2.
Okay, so did we have issues in the spring with both your kids with attendance or just one of the kids?
Just 1.
Okay.
Your Honor, I have a Mackenzie Gibson and a Mr. Gibson. Mackenzie missed 35 days, Mr. missed 41.
Is the door open? I can't hear.
Yeah, it looks like we lost the courtroom, I think.
No, you didn't leave the court. Mom, please. That's not what they're saying. Please. Good. Close that window. Thank you. Sitting there listening. He wasn't supplying computers. No. Out. Yeah. And then I had brought it on.
Where are you?
I brought it up.
Yeah, you probably got to join again. All right, Ms. Warren, you still there?
Yeah.
All right, we lost power. Our backup generator just went into a test mode. Sorry about that. All All right, so I told you what the charge was. I think I just asked you what your child's name was.
My son, Mr. Gibson, and he
And
said
how
my
old?
daughter, Mr. is 8.
Say it again. How old is he?
8 years old.
Okay. All right, and I didn't catch his name.
Mr. Gibson.
Mr. Dixon. All right, so he wasn't hitting school when he was supposed to be. That's why the ticket got written. So the way this program works, Miss Foley Carter, I'm assuming the plea would be 12-month delayed sentence?
It is, Your Honor.
Okay, so Ms. Warren, if you plead guilty to the charge, then we'll do what's called a delayed sentence. What that means is for 12 months, Mr. Dixon's going to class every day. Well, every day school's on. You don't have any new criminal charges. At the end of 12 months, the matter would be dismissed, so it would not stay on your record as part of a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. If you want to talk to a court-appointed attorney, we've got one available by Zoom, or we can go forward today if you know what you want to do.
Could I talk to an attorney? Because I haven't
Sure.
had a chance to.
Yeah, we can let you talk to Mr. Bowditch. He's the court-appointed attorney.
Okay.
Yeah.
So do I just speak to her?
Give us just a
Thank
minute.
you, Your
We'll
Honor.
put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch.
Thank you.
And while you're doing that, Ms. Foley Carter, I'm going to bring the other two folks in that you talked to and see if we can get those pleas on the record.
Sounds good, Judge.
Caitlin, can I have Miss Warren's case number?
Certainly, it's 21 HR 05620.
Thank you, ma'am.
Yep.
Still waiting for a breakout room with her.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I lost you.
Just hang tight, Ms. Miles.
Okay. Can you hear me?
Hey, Judge, I'm
I
sorry.
can.
Judge, can you tell me who was going to go in with Mr. Bowditch?
Miss Warren,
Warren.
Paula.
Thank you.
Yes.
And who's in?
All right, Ms. Miles, are you there? Miles.
We're seeing the wrong part of the courtroom, Judge.
You're muted, Miles. Mr. Miles, you are muted.
Go ahead.
Just
You
Can
stay
you hear me?
unmuted now, Judge.
Mr. Miles, can you hear me?
Can you hear?
Mr. Miles, can you hear me?
Yes. Don't touch it.
Now you can hear me?
Can you hear?
I can hear you.
Don't touch it.
All right. I understand you've spoken to the prosecutor about this file,
Yes,
and I understand you've decided you want to plead guilty and take the offer the prosecutor's made about a 12-month delayed sentence.
yes,
You understand the possible penalty for the charge,
yes, sir.
and you understand your rights,
Yes, sir.
and you've decided to go forward today without the advice of an attorney, correct?
Yes, sir.
Your Honor, I didn't speak
All
to
right.
Mr. Miles about this charge.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought you spoke to Mr. Miles. Who'd you speak to?
I spoke to Ms. Muhammad and Ms. Lewis Williams.
All right. So the charge against you, sir, is violation of parental responsibility. That is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, sir.
All right. You got a kid or more than one kid in Huron schools?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
What
One
you
kid
said,
or more
you
than
have,
one?
you have more than one.
All right. How many of those children were having attendance issues in December or before December?
Was having attendance issues in December. Isaiah.
All right, we got to get the audio fixed so you and I can communicate, sir.
Yeah. It was Isaiah. Isaiah, sir.
Okay, and how old is Isaiah?
Isaiah is 8.
Okay, all right. So that's why the ticket was issued. The offer from the prosecutor is if you plead guilty to that charge, we'll do a 12-month delayed sentence. You stay out of trouble, no new criminal charges. Isaiah's in school every day. The school is open. At the end of 12 months, it gets dismissed. It doesn't stay on your record. You understand how the offer would work?
Yes, sir.
All right. And are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney? Or would you like to speak to an attorney?
Can I speak to an attorney?
You can. We'll put you in a line to do that. He's currently talking to somebody else, but we'll let you talk to him as soon as he's available.
Okay.
Good afternoon, Ms. Hunt.
Good afternoon, Judge. How are you?
Wonderful. I understand that you spoke to the prosecutor, Ms. Foley Carter.
We did not.
No, sir.
That was Miss
I'm
Mohammed.
confused. I
Miss
thought you talked
Mohammed.
to 2 people. Who were they?
Mohammed and Lewis Williams.
Ms. Hunt, you're charged with violation of parental responsibility from May 6, 2021. This is a misdemeanor. It carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
I do.
How many kids do you have in the Huron School District?
I have 2 in the Huron School District.
Both of them having attendance issues or just one?
Both. I believe they were
All right.
both.
Okay. So the way this works is if you plead guilty, the prosecutor makes an offer that will take this case under a delayed sentence for 12 months. During that 12 months, both kids are in school when they're supposed to be in school and you don't pick up any new criminal charges. If everything goes as planned, at the end of 12 months, the charge would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand that?
I do.
Are you prepared to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to a court-appointed attorney?
I'm prepared to go on without an attorney.
Do you know what you want to do? What decision you like to make as far as the offer from the prosecution?
I'm unaware. So if I plead guilty, will it be on my record for a year?
It'll be in limbo for a year, basically.
Okay, I'm just asking because I'm in school right now, and I'm not sure what that would do for my school.
Understood.
I can definitely make sure that I don't have anything in a year. That's no problem. It was just a pandemic and the homeschooling and everything like that.
Okay. So do you want to plead guilty and do the delayed sentence?
That's fine.
All right. So tell me what was going on last year that the kids weren't in school. What was the problem?
The problem had stemmed from I had to work through the pandemic. I'm a healthcare worker. And some days I wouldn't be home, but I would call my children and ask them if they were on. My oldest son is 9. So if I would ask him, did he log on? He'd tell me yes. It wasn't until I would go to parent-teacher conference that I would know that my son had missed X amount of days.
Okay. Ms. Foley Carter, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Hunt, I'm going to accept your plea. We'll do the 12-month delayed sentence. If you're having any trouble with the kids and their attendance, reach out to the court. We can help you out with some resources here. You just want to talk to our juvenile probation officer. Her name is Christine Oswald. So if you're having
Okay.
any issues, you reach out to us and that'll stop you from getting into trouble, even if there's some attendance issues. You understand that?
Yes, sir.
Do you have any questions?
I do not.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Oh, one other thing. You've got another ticket here from September 2020. An airport, Wayne County Airport Authority drove while license suspended, revoked, or denied. That one's up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines plus court costs. And if it goes on your record, it'll be 2 points on your traffic record. Understood?
Yes, sir.
If you want to contest that, I can give you a court date to talk to a prosecutor and see if you can make some kind of a deal to save you those points.
Yes, sir.
All right. The Ohio Street address is a good one.
Yes, sir.
Let me have a good phone number for you.
734-695-0730.
All right. We're going to set this for July 12 at 8:40.
Okay.
We'll send you a notice to that Ohio address.
Okay.
Any questions?
I do, no, just so I'm sorry, just so I'm clear, for the misdemeanor, it's on my record for a year, correct?
Correct.
Okay, thank you.
If it causes you any problems for school, then come talk to us. We might be able to work around that.
I'm in nursing school right now. That's all.
Yep. If it causes you a problem, just let us know and we'll see what we can do.
Okay, thank you.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Mr. Bowditch, are you ready on Miss Warren?
Yes, Your Honor.
What are we going to do?
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Miss Warren. Your Honor, today's a date and time set for arraignment in this matter. Waive formal reading, stand mute. As far as the pretrial, Your Honor, Miss Warren wishes to take the mercy of the prosecutor and plead guilty to the charge of violation of parental responsibility with the understanding she'd be eligible for the statute 771.1.
All right. Miss Warren, is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. You understand your rights and the options those rights give you? You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Tell me what was going on that makes you think you're guilty. What were the attendance issues we were having?
I'm full-time in healthcare as well, and I'm not able to be with my children during school hours. I have a babysitter, and I was having an issue with my son logging in and staying logged in, and
Okay.
just like the person before, I didn't know until parent-teacher conference that it was this issue, and I tried my best to stay on him from work, but it was difficult due to COVID.
How old is your son?
8.
Thank you. All right. Ms. Carter Foley, satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. So am I. Ms. Warren, I've got your address on Rutherford. Is that right?
Yes, sir.
How about a phone number?
313-918-4879.
All right. So you understand how this works. If you're having problems, you got to reach out to us so we can try to get you resources, get you some help. As long as we have no problems through the next 12 months with attendance and you don't go on a crime spree and pick up some new criminal charges, then we're going to dismiss this. Understood?
Yes, Your Honor.
Do you have any questions for Mr. Bowditch or myself, ma'am?
No, I don't.
Thank you,
You're all
Ms.
set.
Warren.
Good luck to you.
Thank you.
Mr. Bowditch, we're going to put Mr. Miles in a breakout room with you so you can have a discussion with him, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, is there a case number on Miles?
Yeah, I got to find it.
I've got it. It's 20 HR 12894.
02894?
12894.
12894. Thank you, ma'am.
Good afternoon, Ms. Mohammed.
Good afternoon.
I understand that you have spoken to Ms. Foley Carter and talked about the charge and the offer that the prosecutor has made. Is that correct?
Yes.
You understand your rights and options?
Yes, I do.
And you understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes.
And are you prepared to go forward today without benefit of an attorney?
Yes.
Okay, what's your decision? What do you want to do today?
I'm gonna go forward without the attorney. It's just,
Yeah, but are you gonna plead guilty and take the deal from the prosecutor? Or what do you want to do?
oh yeah, I could take the deal.
All
Judge, I
right.
also
How many
explained
kids?
all about Miss Oswald to her and gave her Miss
Thank you.
Oswald her contact.
Thank you. And how many kids do you have in the Huron schools?
I'm sorry, say that again.
How many children do you have going to Huron schools?
2.
All right. What was going on with the kids that they weren't making school when they were supposed to?
Well, it's not so much what was going on with them. It is what's going on. What was going on with me? I was having health issues with my blood pressure being raised, and I just couldn't handle the constant stress. And I really do not have any support from the fathers or like my mom. She tried to help me, but she's not that computer literate, so she really couldn't help them with their work and stuff. And I mean, I could have done better. I tried to do the best I could without being, too stressed and killing myself, honestly, because my blood pressure was, at an alarming rate. So I try to, between work and having 2 other children, is like, it was a lot.
Okay, I get it. Ms. Foley Carter, satisfied with the facts?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, ma'am, you're a perfect candidate for this program, because what this is all about is so you get some resources, you have access to some resources so we can make sure the kids are in school. Because we all want the same thing. We want your kids to be as smart as they can so they can go out and get great jobs and take care of you in your old age. So if you're having any problems, just, the kid problems or just life problems that are impacting the kids, just you reach out to us and we can help you out and point you in the right direction for some good resources. You understand that?
Yes. Thank you.
Okay. So stay out of trouble for 12 months. Keep the kids in school, or if something's going on attendance wise, reach out to us so we know that you're looking for help so we can try to give you that help. That's the way you keep out of trouble on this file. Understood?
Yes.
Do you have any questions, ma'am?
No, not really.
Good luck. Like I said, anything going on, let us know. We got all kinds of resources we can point you at.
Okay, I will. Thank you.
Good luck. You're welcome.
Marian.
1 second.
Good afternoon, Ms. Williams.
Good afternoon.
Ms. Williams, I understand you've spoken to the prosecutor today about the plea offer that's on the table concerning this violation of parental responsibility ticket. Is that correct?
Correct.
And ma'am, you understand that this charge does carry a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail.
Understood.
You understand your rights?
Yes.
And are you willing to go forward today without an attorney, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney?
I will go forward without one.
All right. And are you prepared to take that plea offer from the prosecutor today?
Yes.
So you're going to plead guilty to the misdemeanor charge, correct?
Correct.
All right. How many kids do you have in the Huron schools?
4.
All right. All of them having attendance issues, or some of them?
It's just the ones that's out of. She named Mackenzie, Madison, and Malaysia. I told her Mackenzie and Madison were out of the state right now, so it will be Mackenzie and Madison.
Okay. What was going on that caused the attendance issues?
Well, I was explaining to the prosecutor that I work full time, and I don't really have a lot of help to get them online schooling, and they were missing the assignments. They didn't go back into the building until after Easter, but every day since that, they've been in school.
Good, good. Ms. Foley Carter, satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. All right. So Ms. Williams, we'll take this under a 12-month delayed sentence. You stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses, no more attendance issues. If you're having any problem getting the kids to school when they're supposed to be there, you reach out to us and let us know what's going on so we can try to help you out.
Okay.
All right. Our
Okay.
probation officer that you want to talk to is Christine Oswald. I think my secretary gave you that name.
Yes, I have her number and her name.
Okay. Do you have any questions?
I don't have any questions right now.
Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you.
You're
You want me to
welcome.
find out who the
Mr.
iPhones
Bowditch.
are?
Not yet. Mr. Bowditch,
Okay.
are you ready on Miles?
Yes, Your Honor.
Tell me what we're doing.
Your Honor, for the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of and with Isaac Miles. Your Honor, as far as the arraignment waive form of reading, stand mute. As far as the pretrial, Your Honor, I've explained the options. Mr. Miles wishes to plead guilty to the charge with the understanding he'd be eligible for 771.1.
Correct, Mr. Miles?
Yes, sir.
You understand the charge against you, the possible penalty?
Yes, sir.
And you've understood your rights after you've discussed them with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes, sir.
And understanding all of that, are you pleading guilty freely and voluntarily?
I am.
All right. Your son's name was Isaac?
Isaiah is Isaac Jr. and Isaiah.
All right. So both of them were having attendance issues?
Yes, sir.
All right. So let me know what was
No,
going
well,
on.
no,
with Isaac
not
and
more.
Isaiah.
I'm sorry, Your Honor. It was Isaiah having the attendance issues.
What was going on with Isaiah that he wasn't hitting the schools when he was supposed to?
Okay, Isaiah is autistic, and he's also needs special needs, and he was having a lot of surgeries done, so he's in the
Okay.
hospital a lot. And basically, I was at work, and my wife was at home with them, and we just was trying to work the best way we could with him, you know.
Okay.
But he will be.
How's his health?
He
How's
was
his health
under
now?
doctor's orders not to be online.
Yeah, he was
He
on.
needed to heal.
Yeah, he needed
And
to
I
heal.
explained this to the school. So.
All right. How's he doing now?
He's doing a lot better now. He's doing a lot better
Good.
now.
Good. Okay. Ms. Foley-Carter, you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right. So, Mr. Miles, I think you've heard me tell this to some other people. The goal is kids are in school. If you're having any problems, I don't care what they are, let us know what's going on. We might have a solution for you. We might not. But if we don't know what's going on, we can't offer any help.
Okay, I understand.
All right. Do you have
Yes,
any
sir.
questions?
I don't, Your Honor.
All right. Good luck to you, sir. Any
Thank you,
questions
sir.
for Mr. Bowditch before we let you go?
No, tell him.
No, just tell him thanks for
Tell
marrying
him
us.
thanks for marrying us. He married me and my wife 10 years ago.
Well, it must have worked. You're still together.
Yes, sir.
All right.
It was my
Take care.
pleasure.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, Paul, let's find out who some of these phones are.
Ma'am with the black shirt on, what is your name, please?
Holly Rose.
What time were you, you were scheduled at 2:30?
Yeah.
2:20.
I show it at 2:30.
Yeah. I have
So
Holly.
you got two different women talking to you.
Oh, okay. All right, we got Holly Rose.
Miss Rose, we're gonna put you back in the waiting room until we're ready for you.
Okay.
All right, iPhone with the butterfly on her chest. What's your name?
Marissa Gordon.
Gordon?
Yes.
Thank you. We're gonna relabel you until we're ready for you.
Okay.
And I'm going to stick you back in the waiting room for just a few minutes.
All right, one last unknown iPhone user. What's your name, ma'am?
Kayla Moses.
Moses?
Yep.
All right, Paul's gonna relabel you and put you in the waiting room till we're ready.
Okay.
I'm sorry, that was Brandy Moses?
Kayla.
Oh, Kayla, got it.
Yep.
Okay. Okay, Judge, they're all in the waiting room.
Good afternoon, Ms. Wardlaw. Ms. Wardlaw, unmute. Still muted.
I'm here. Good afternoon.
Okay, good afternoon. Ms. Warren, can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you.
Nope, I got two ladies going, Wardlaw and Warren. It's a little confusing. Trying to get Ms. Warren connected.
Miss Wardlaw, I'm here.
Can you hear me?
I can. All right, ladies, you're each charged with violation of parental responsibility. These are misdemeanors. All right, can't have that, Miss Warren.
I'm sorry?
Miss Warren, please tell me you're not driving down the road.
I'm on my way to pick up my daughter.
Then call me back when you get parked.
Okay.
Miss Wardlaw, you're charged with
Yes,
violation of parental
I
responsibility.
can barely hear you.
I don't know what to do about that.
Hello?
All right, any better?
I'm here still.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. I can hear you good enough. Just a little.
All right, you're charged with violation of parental responsibility, a misdemeanor, punishable by up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
And what is this for?
You had a child or children that had attendance issues in the Huron schools.
Right. They were not putting in the days that I asked them to when my children were absent.
Okay, I don't know what that means. They weren't putting in the days.
When I would call and let them know, they still would mark them absent.
Okay. Ms. Foley Carter, how many absences?
Your Honor, we have
I cannot hear.
Your audio is really bad.
36 days of absence.
Phil, say it again.
36 days from September to January.
All right, so Ms. Wardlaw, you're telling me that those 36 days you were excused them?
No, actually, they didn't. They excused the ones. Me and my kids had COVID, and they never put that in. And the other days they were having laptop issues, and I had to go back and forth to the school to get their issues fixed. And I talked to one. I can't remember the teacher names, but she said that she would get it handled. Because they actually said more than 36 when they got the issue. They had more than that, and that was wrong. I've talked to a couple of people, and they said they would fix the issue, and it never got fixed.
Okay, I'm not
My
sure
children,
what fix the issue
has
means.
very good grades, so I don't understand how, if they have those many absences, they wouldn't have good grades.
Yeah, Your Honor, it's just difficult when you're being on Zoom to pull up the school records, but if she is calling them off, you still excuse days, absence days still count without a doctor's note, and Philip was failing 2 classes at the time of this report.
I have the papers for them when they had COVID. I have those papers. And she's not failing any class at the moment at all.
Well, we're not talking
And
about
she has
at the
high
moment.
recommendations from her school. Very high recommendations from her school.
Ms. Wardlaw, we're talking about what was going on at the time the ticket was issued, which was January. I think it's great if they're doing well now, but we're dealing with a problem that was going on months ago.
In January, they were having issues. And then they were going back and forth. We have child custody as far as my dad and their dad and me have custodies. They have to go to their dad. We do every other week. I don't believe he was making them log in the way they were supposed to be. So when they come back home, I had to deal with the issue with the school saying that as far as their attendance, but it wasn't on my behalf, which I explained that to the officer as well when I was contacted. Well, when I contacted him.
Your Honor, what we could do is it's up to you, but if you want to adjourn this for a couple weeks, that way I'll be able to print everything out and have 100% be able to explain to you what happened from September to January.
I can't hear you.
Out, but I don't have the current attendance. I don't have the current grades, all that stuff.
Well, I do. I have their current grades are good.
Ms. Wardlaw, do you have any objection to adjourning this till another court date so Officer Zernick can get some more information?
So what could they take summer school to make up for those days or something? I'm pretty sure it's something more that we can do because I can't afford to pay $500 right now.
You're not going to pay.
Can't.
You're not going to pay $500. You're not going to pay $500, ma'am. I'm not going to.
I thought you said I had a $500 fine.
No, part of my job is to make sure you understand that the charge carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fine.
But could I let them do summer school instead of being in a court to make up those days?
Well, let me tell you where we're at. If you were to plead guilty today, the prosecutor is going to make an offer. The prosecutor is going to make an offer that we delay sentence for 12 months. If you stay out of trouble for 12 months, meaning no criminal cases, and there are no more attendance issues with the kids, then at the end of that 12-month period, the case gets dismissed so it doesn't stay on your record as part of a permanent conviction history. Do you understand that offer?
I understand that, but I'm not, you said 12 months of who? What would be on my case? What would be on something would be on my name?
This charge would be on your record for 12 months. It'd be in limbo. At the end of 12 months, if everything went well, it would be dismissed.
Okay, what type of charge?
What we started with, violation of parental responsibility.
That doesn't sit well with me.
That's fine. I'm telling you what your options are. Or Officer Zernick is asking me if we can adjourn this for a couple of weeks to give him a chance to get some more information from the schools.
Okay.
If you have no objection to that.
Yes, because I don't want to be guilty of something no.
Okay. If you want to pursue summer school in the meantime, that's great. I would encourage you to contact the schools about that.
Yeah, I already talked to them about that.
All right.
Well, for my oldest daughter, I already talked to them for that. Even though they said she doesn't need it, I still wanted to keep them busy so they can stay touched up because they already been out long enough. So I feel like they should still do a little bit of summer school.
Okay. Ms. Foley Carter, when's your next court date here?
With you, Judge?
Just tell me when it is with anybody.
I have Judge Green on the 24th of June, and I have you on July 8th.
Can we do something?
Well, July 8th isn't too far down the road now.
Right.
Yeah, can we do July 8th? Because June 24th, I'm going to be out of town.
I'm having trouble understanding you, Phil.
June 24th, I'll be out of town, but I can get her, Miss Foley, the info if she just wants the info, if you don't need me.
How are you on July 8th?
Yeah, that's fine.
Miss Foley Carter, July 8th?
That's good of me, Judge.
Miss Wardlaw, does that work?
is going to have to. I don't understand why he can't just allow them to make up days in summer school.
Because we got to do something. It's a court case. We got to do something court-wise today. So you can plead guilty, we can move forward, or you can continue your not guilty plea. If you continue your not guilty plea, we're going to review this again in July after we get more information. The only way to resolve it today is with a guilty plea, and you don't want to plead guilty. So that's okay, but that's the only way we resolve it today is if you plead guilty.
No, I'm not going to plead guilty.
I'm not suggesting you do so. I'm just telling you that's the only way we can resolve it today.
Right. Okay, I'll do the court case for July.
All right. Let's set it for 10:30 that morning.
Okay.
And I'm confirming your address is on Carlisle.
Yes, that's correct.
Phone number,
but
please.
we'll be moved July 1st from this address.
Will mail sent to the Carlisle address follow you to the new address, or do you want me to put the new address on here? Actually, the notice will go out before the 1st, so you'll get it at the Carlisle address.
Okay, that's fine.
Phone number.
My phone number is 313-753-2739.
Thank you. Any questions, ma'am?
Who do I get in contact with as far as getting my documentations, who I can give them to as well?
I have no idea what documentation you're referring to.
Only papers I do have is from when me and my kids had COVID.
You're asking me where to get documents. I have no idea what you're talking about.
No, I'm saying as far as what he's telling me is where he's getting his attendance from. I don't understand, because I heard a whole different number. I'll just talk to my kids' teachers.
Yeah, the officer's going to contact the schools. That's where he's getting his info.
Exactly. Okay.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Would you like me to bring in Emily Warren? Oh, she already did?
We'll be dismissing that, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, say again?
We'll be dismissing against Emily Warren.
All right. Miss Warren.
Yes.
Miss Warren, the prosecutor said they're dismissing the file against you. That's okay with you?
Yep.
You're all set then.
Great. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah.
Miss Moses, can you hear me?
Yes.
You have a file here. The charge is violation of parental responsibility. The possible penalty is up to $500 fines plus court costs and up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
The prosecutor is prepared to make an offer to you today. If you plead guilty to that charge, the case would be taken under a delayed sentence for 12 months. During that 12-month period, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. If your kids aren't having any attendance issues during that 12 months, then at the end of the 12 months, case would be dismissed. It would not stay on your record as a permanent criminal conviction. Do you understand that offer, ma'am?
Yes.
All right. How many kids do you have in the Huron schools?
2.
All right. Both of them having attendance issues back in January, just one?
She has one also.
She has one also. I don't understand.
Kiera King.
Okay. Who's Kiera King?
That's my other daughter that's got issues with the school.
Okay. All right. So my question is, 1 or 2 kids have attendance issues? The answer is both kids?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So if you plead guilty today, it'll be a delayed sentence under those terms. At the end of 12 months, it would be dismissed. As long as there were no problems, it wouldn't stay on your record as a criminal conviction. Do you understand that?
Okay. Yes.
Are you prepared to make a decision today without an attorney? Would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney who's available?
I don't know. I'm new at this.
New or not, you still need to make a decision.
No.
No, you don't want to talk to the attorney?
No, I don't.
Okay, are you prepared to make a decision on that plea offer?
Yes,
What would you like to do, ma'am?
I'll take it.
Tell me what was going on either January or leading up to January that was an attendance issue for your kids.
Because I was working and my kids weren't waking up on time while I was at work.
How old are the kids?
11, Cameron is 9 and Kiera's 12. But they've been with their dads and their grandma ever since this issue happened. And they've been on time for school and everything.
Good, good. Okay. Ms. Foley Carter, satisfied with the plea?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. So Ms. Moses, she's still on Oak Street?
Yes.
765-5766, still a good number?
Yep.
Okay, so I've accepted your plea. Here's the way it works. Stay out of trouble, no new crime sprees. If you're having any issues with the kids, you got to contact us. You reach out to us. Juvenile probation officer's name is Christina Oswald. She's got a whole box full of resources she could help you with. So if you're having any issues, you reach out and let us know what's going on so we can try to help you. As long as the kids are in school when they're supposed to be in school, then that's a common goal. Schools, Ms. Foley Carter, Officer Zernick, the court, we all want the kids in school so they can get real smart.
Okay.
You got to help. You got to let us know if you need help so we can try to help you. Any questions?
Okay. Nope.
All right. Good luck to you, man.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Holly Rose next.
Sure. Ms. Rose, can you hear me?
Yes, Your Honor.
You are charged with violation of parental responsibility. Ticket date is January 15, 21. Possible penalties up to 93 days in jail, up to $500 fines, plus court costs. These tickets are issued because there's been some kind of an attendance problem. You got one kid or more than one kid at the Huron schools?
I have one.
All right. Son, daughter?
Daughter.
Name?
Summer Rose.
I'm sorry?
Summer Rose.
Summer, okay. And how old is Summer Rose?
She just turned 10.
Okay. So the offer on the table from Ms. Foley Carter, who's the prosecutor for Huron Township, is if you plead guilty to this charge, we do a delayed sentence for 12 months. What that means is for 12 months, you stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses. And Summer Rose is in school every day she's supposed to be there. As long as we don't have any more attendance issues and you don't go on a crime spree, at the end of 12 months, we're going to dismiss this so it does not stay on your record as a permanent conviction. You understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
Are you prepared to go forward without speaking to an attorney? Or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney that's available today?
I guess I just wonder, do they know about Summers? We just did an IEP and all that for Summer and why she was missing school.
I don't know. Officer Zernick, do you have any information about that?
At that time when we had it, the only thing I'm showing here is that she was missing assignments, failing 4 of her classes.
Okay, Phil, I can't hear you. Phil, get closer to your mic or something.
Like I stated, I just have the dates they were missed. I usually check with everybody. I was not notified by the special services. So if she just recently got into special services, then that might be something new.
Yeah, she was labeled emotionally impaired.
And when was that, ma'am?
We just did the IEP last week because she went to physical school, started doing a bunch of testing and all of that to figure out what the issue was with Summer. And finally, the counselor and all that finished, and they labeled her as emotionally impaired going into next bunch of counseling, smaller set classroom, a bunch of things that help Summer.
Okay, good. Officer Zernick, how many days of absence did we have prior to January?
From September to January, 38.
38, okay. So, ma'am, I need you to make a decision on that offer. Well, first I need you to make a decision. Do you want to talk to the court-appointed attorney?
No, I mean, I'm not in any trouble or worried about getting in any trouble. No.
Well, technically you're in trouble because you're charged with a crime that I could put you in jail for 93 days on. I mean, I'm
Okay.
not planning on that, but I just want to make sure you understand where you're at.
Yeah.
And Mr. Bowditch is here ready to talk to you if you want to avail yourself of that advice.
No, that's fine.
Okay. And are you in a position to make a decision about the offer from the prosecution?
Yes.
What do you want to do today, ma'am?
I'll take the plea.
All right, ma'am, tell me what was going on prior to January that Summer Rose wasn't going to school every day.
It was online. We could not get with the teacher or like in the Zoom classroom doing work afterwards. She just wouldn't get on.
All right, your audio was cutting in and out, but I think I caught the gist of what you were saying. It was virtual classrooms and she just wasn't getting connected for every class. Is that what you said?
Right. She wasn't going on Zoom and seeing the teacher and the other kids, but she was doing the classwork on the laptop.
Right. She was doing the work. She just wasn't participating on the Zoom classroom.
Exactly.
Okay. I think I got the facts right. Ms. Foley-Carter, you satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. So am I. All right. I'm going to accept your plea, Ms. Rose. What that means is we'll do the delayed sentence for 12 months. During that time period, as I said, you stay out of trouble. It sounds like we finally got a plan in place for Summer. So hopefully she's not going to have any issues with all the extra help she's going to get. But if she is having attendance issues, you need to reach out to the court so we can try to help you with some of the resources available.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Right? So the goal is Summer's in school when she's supposed to be, and she's getting all the benefits she can.
Okay. Thank you, Your Honor.
Right? We're all on the same page with that. Any questions, ma'am?
No, Your Honor.
Good luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Latoya Taylor is next. Oh, you brought him.
Not really.
Okay, Miss Gordon.
Miss Gordon, you connected?
You say what?
Are you connected? I just want to make sure you can hear me.
Yeah, I can hear you.
All right, ma'am, I've got two files, one from April 15, 21, and one from May 10, 21. Both are charges of violation of parental responsibility. Each one of those files carries a possible penalty of up to $500 fines plus court costs, each up to 93 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes.
All right. How many kids you got in the Huron schools, ma'am?
I have 4 kids in school and 1 not.
All right. All 4 kids having attendance issues in Huron or not all 4?
3 of them go to Summit Academy. My other daughter, she goes to a different school, Global.
All right. So the 3 kids in Huron, were they all having attendance issues?
Yes, they were. In the beginning of the school year, I had a lot of help. When I started my new job at Ford, I had helped them, but I ended up getting sick and I ended up getting COVID. So people got weary and they didn't want to come around no more. And their dad also worked too. We worked 10 to 12 plus hours. Eventually, I did end up losing the job because I needed to come home and do schoolwork with them. They broke a couple of computers. I had to go buy some more. And then they broke one more. And my son, he has a learning disability. So when he gets online with school and stuff like that, it's very, very hard for him. And the work that they have him doing, I believe, which I wrote the principal a letter, I believe the work for my son is way too hard for him, which they know he has an IEP, he has his psychologist paperwork, all that. And my 2 daughters, I did my best to keep them all online, keep them up with their schoolwork. They get like 9 to 10 assignments a day. It became difficult. And
Sure.
I tried my best. I really did with the computers and stuff.
All right. So here's where we're at. The prosecutors made an offer on the files. If you plead guilty, is it a 2 for 2 or a 1 for 1?
2 for 2.
All right. If you plead guilty on these files, Ms. Gordon, the prosecutor is recommending a delayed sentence. What that means is for 12 months, you stay out of trouble, no criminal charges, and the kids are in school when they're supposed to be. As long as we don't have any further attendance issues, then you don't have any problems with this file, and these files will ultimately be dismissed. They won't stay on your record as convictions. If you're having trouble, you need to reach out to us at the court so we can try to get you some resources, get you some help, keep the kids in school. Do you understand the offer that the prosecution has made?
Yes.
All right. Are you prepared to make a decision without an attorney's advice, or would you like to speak to the court-appointed attorney who's available?
I'll make my decision without one.
What would you like to do today, ma'am?
Plead guilty.
All right. So I think I got it. Back in April, May, or leading up to April and May, the kids weren't participating in school completely because of the Zoom, and you weren't there right there to make sure that they were connected and staying connected. Is that what I'm getting from the story you told me?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Ms. Foley-Carter, are you satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
All right. And if I understood what you said, Ms. Gordon, you're no longer trying to work full time. You've taken the time off from work so you can make sure the kids are doing what they know how to do.
Yes, and I plan to put them in summer school as well.
All right, good. So they can do a little catch up. But looking forward to September, you think, I mean, hopefully September they're back in school, real brick and mortar school, not virtual, right?
Yeah, they'll be back in school.
Okay.
Thank God.
And yeah, thank God. Are you comfortable that that's going to take care of some of these issues?
Am I comfortable with what?
That them being back in a real school is going to take care of the attendance problems.
Yeah, it'll definitely take care of that.
Okay. But if it doesn't, you're going to reach out to us so we can try to help you out, right?
Yes, I will. Definitely.
Okay. All right. Do you have any questions, ma'am?
Now you said I had two paperwork. They sent me out some mail. It went to my old address. So I didn't even know that I had
address. I'll confirm your address before we get you off the line. I've got a Michelle Drive address in Ramos. Is that right?
Yeah, but that's not my address anymore.
Let's use it. Put the new one on.
25725 Dartmouth Street, Dearborn Heights, Michigan.
What's the zip of Dearborn Heights?
48125.
Thank you. And how about a phone number, ma'am?
734-621-9666.
All right, thank you. Any questions?
No, that'll be all.
All right, you're all set. Have a good day.
You too. Thank you.
Thank you.
Who do you want in next, Judge?
Let's do Miss Riggs, and then we'll bring Miss Taylor in.
Okay.
Miss Riggs, are you connected?
Yes, I'm connected.
All right, Miss Taylor, you're connected too?
Yes.
All right, ladies, listen up. You're both in the same situation, I think. You both have files, misdemeanor charges of violation of parental responsibility. Ms. Taylor, your ticket is from March 23rd, and Ms. Riggs, your ticket's from January 5. What these tickets mean to me is you had either a child or more than one child in Huron schools that was having some attendance problems. So the prosecutors made offers. If you plead guilty, these files would be taken under a delayed sentence for 12 months. That means you ladies need to stay out of trouble, no new criminal offenses, and the kids need to be in school when the schools are ready for them. As long as that happens, then at the end of 12 months, these files would be dismissed. They would not stay on your record as permanent criminal convictions. Ms. Riggs, do you understand the offer that's made by the prosecutor?
Yes.
Ms. Taylor, do you understand that?
Yes.
Okay. Ladies, I've got a court-appointed attorney that's on Zoom ready to meet with you privately in a breakout room if you should have any questions or need any advice. If you want to talk to the attorney, just let me know and we'll set that up. If you're prepared to go forward without the attorney, we can explore that option. Ms. Riggs?
Yeah, I guess I could move forward.
All right. Ms. Taylor, how about you, ma'am?
I'm moving forward as well.
All right. Can you ladies tell me what you want to do? Ms. Riggs, I'm just going alphabetically. R is before T. Are you prepared to make a decision on the prosecutor's offer, ma'am?
I mean, I really, like, I've never had this type of situation before. At the time when this was going on, me and my kids were homeless. So, I mean, I guess would I have to plead guilty, or maybe I need to talk to the attorney?
That's fine. That's why he's here. We'll put you in a breakout room with Mr. Bowditch.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome. And Ms. Taylor, how about you, ma'am? Are you ready to go forward, or you want to talk to Mr. Bowditch?
I want to speak to the attorney as well.
Okay, you want me to put Ms. Riggs in first, Judge?
Yeah, let's put Ms. Riggs in first, and then when she's done with Mr. Bowditch, we'll give Ms. Taylor a shot at it.
Thank you.
Hey, Caitlin, just so you know, I'm putting the following people in the bench warrant stack. Failed to appear stack: Dixon from 2 o'clock, Hollins from 2 o'clock, Jones from 2:10, and that's as far as I've gotten so far.
Your Honor, was that Tina Jones?
Say again, Phil?
Was that Tina Jones?
It was Tina Jones, yes.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Dixon
Also,
is a Romulus case.
I'm sorry, say again?
Dixon is a Romulus case.
Okay. Tabitha Cox was scheduled at 2:20. She's going in the pile. As is.
Your Honor, Tabitha Cox was the warrant pile, you said?
Okay, Phil, you're about as bad as Charlie Brown's teacher trying to understand you.
Well, I'm sorry, but this is all I got, Judge, and.
Yeah, tell somebody to spend $50 and get you a new microphone.
Okay, but Tabitha Cox is warrant?
Right?
Okay.
What about Cox?
I'll type you a message.
Yes, I'm putting her in the bench warrant stack. Yes. And same with Jamie Stewart, scheduled at 2:20.
Judge, I sent you a message.
Okay, I'll check it. I'm counting a lot more than 4. I think. No, maybe not. Yeah, I've got Angel Young, Phil, Leandra Martin, Tanya Cowgar, and Felicia Taylor just went in the no-show pile.
Okay.
That the 4 files you're showing?
No, I wrote you a message. I put the 4 I have.
All right.
Do
You're busting my chops. I'll look at those in a minute. Mr.
Okay.
Bowditch, are you ready?
Hey, could I have the case number on Miss Riggs, Your Honor?
You can. Case number is 21HR 00156.
Thank you, Your Honor. As far as the arraignment on Miss Riggs, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of Miss Riggs. As far as the arraignment, we waive formal reading, stand mute. As far as the pretrial, Your Honor, I've had a chance to discuss this with Miss Riggs. She wishes to plead guilty to the charge with the understanding she would qualify for 771.1.
Thank you. All right, Ms. Riggs, that's true. You understand the possible penalty?
Yes, I do.
You understand your rights and options?
Yes, I do.
Understanding all of that, you're going to plead guilty?
Yes, I am.
Tell me what was going on leading up to January 2021 regarding attendance problems.
So me and my children were staying at a residence 28925 Annapolis, and the people basically sold the house out from under us, and we had to leave. So from that point on, me and my children have actually been bouncing around until actually about 3 weeks ago until we moved into this house. So it was hard for us to get online and, yeah.
Yep. All right. Ms. Foley Carter, satisfied?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
Thank you. All right, ma'am, I've accepted your guilty plea. And I'm sure Mr. Bowditch elaborated on this, but the reason we have these files, the reason the officer writes these tickets and brings them to the court is because we've all got the same goal. The schools, the police, the prosecution, the court, we all have the same goal. Your kids in school, learning all kinds of great stuff so they can take care of you in your old age, right?
Yes.
Okay, so if you're having any problems, you got to come to us because we've got resources.
Okay.
Right? So if you're having any issues that are preventing, well, any issues period, but if you're having any issues specifically that are stopping the kids from getting to school, then please come reach out to the court.
Okay, I will.
Mr. Bowditch probably gave you his phone number.
No.
He will.
Okay, hold on.
He will, and Mr. Bowditch knows his way around this building. So if you're having problems, you just reach out to Mr. Bowditch. He'll put you in touch with the right people at the court so we can get you some help.
Okay, thank you. I most certainly will. I really appreciate you guys.
All right. Mr. Bowditch, do you know how, you know what? Ma'am, do you know how to do a chat? Get a message in the chat screen on Zoom?
I don't.
Look at the bottom of your screen. See that little chat icon? Looks like a message.
It's like more. Yep,
I got it.
Oh, Your Honor, I'm not sure I do.
No, don't worry about it, Jeff. I'm not even going to give you a chance. My secretary is going to send you his phone number in the chat box.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. So I'm going to put you in the waiting room. Once you get his phone number, you can just log out.
Okay.
Good luck.
Thank you, ma'am.
Paula, put Mr. Bowditch in with Miss Taylor, please.
We'll do that right now.
Thank you. All right. I'm checking your message to me, Officer Zernick. Yeah, Phil, I put Hollins in the no-show stack because she's over a half hour late. Okay. Same with Taylor.
Okay.
Yep, Cowger and Young are scheduled at 2:50 and 3. And then I've also got Leandra Martin scheduled at 2:50, which I'm showing as yours. And Caitlin's shaking her head, so I think she agrees with me.
Yeah, that's correct.
Judge, I'm just bringing Ms. Riggs back in so I can chatter Jeff's number.
That's fine. I'm going to try to take care of a search warrant.
This is the house has open breakout rooms. Please wait to be inside. Oh, I can leave. I got it.
Okay, did you get the chat, ma'am?
Yep, I got it. It's 313-817-54. Yep, I got it.
Okay. Okay, you can log off now.
Okay, thank you so much. I really appreciate you guys.
You're welcome. Have a good afternoon.
You too. Be safe.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Caitlin, I sent you a message.
I
Bill, I didn't want to hurt your feelings, but I can't understand what you're saying either. I'm sorry. Sounds like you got your mouth full of cereal. Or a little kid full of chips. Like, roo, 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 roo. Just teasing you.
I don't know.
Well, now that was much better.
Was it?
Well, now you're back to normal.
Yeah, I don't know.
Ms. Carter, do we have a case number on Ms. Taylor?
certainly. Where did I put it?
It's 21, this is Paula, 21 HR 03274.
Thank you, Ms. Moore.
You're welcome.
And we're ready whenever the judges.
All right, on Taylor.
Yes.
Ready, Your Honor. For the record, Jeffrey Bowditch appearing on behalf of with Ms. Taylor. Your Honor, today's date and time set for arraignment. We waive formal reading, stand mute. We've also had a chance to pre-try this case, Your Honor. Ms. Taylor understands her options and wishes to plead guilty to the charge with the understanding that she would qualify for the 771.1 statute, a diversion of this matter.
Correct, Ms. Taylor?
Correct.
You understand the possible penalty for the charge?
Yes, I do.
And you understand your rights and options after discussing those with Mr. Bowditch?
Yes,
And you're pleading guilty freely and voluntarily, correct?
correct.
Ma'am, tell me what was going on leading up to March 23rd, 21 regarding attendance issues.
Well, I was diagnosed with cancer and the kids were just basically doing whatever they wanted to do. I was ill and also income played a factor in it as well. I couldn't keep the internet on and it was just, we fell back on hard times.
Right. How you doing now, health-wise?
Health-wise, I'm doing great. I'm okay now. I'll be back to work.
Good.
With this week, actually.
Good. Where do you work at?
I work at Bros in New Boston.
Okay. And how old are the kids?
They are 16, 13, 12, and 10.
Okay. All right. Scary time when mom's sick.
Yes.
All right. So, Ms. Foley-Carter, satisfied with the factual basis?
Satisfied, Your Honor.
So am I. I'll accept your plea. So Mr. Bowditch, I'm sure, has explained it in detail. The goal is 12 months from now, no attendance issues with the kids, and you haven't gone out and committed any new crimes, then we close the file with a dismissal. In the meantime, if you're having any issues with any of the kids doing school stuff, you got to come to us and get some help, whatever we've got available. As long as you come to us and avail yourself of whatever we can help you with, you're not in trouble with me if we're having attendance problems, especially with those older kids. You know, there's only so much mom can do with the older kids. I understand that.
Yes.
But we expect you to come to us. If you can't keep them in line as far as going to school, then we expect you to come to us so we can try to help you out.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Any questions for Mr. Bowditch or myself?
No.
All right. Good luck, ma'am.
Thank you,
Good luck with
Mr.
your
Taylor.
health.
Jeff, can you just give me the names of everybody you helped today?
Yes, ma'am. Do you want them right now?
Please, if you don't mind, just to make sure you get credit.
Isaac Miles, number 1. Mariah Warren, number 2. Sharonda Riggs. And LaToya Taylor.
Thank you very much, sir.
We're up to date so far.
And the last 3 are going into the bench warrant stack. That is Cowgar and Martin from 250 and Young from 3. And Young is already over 40 minutes late, but I didn't expect her because she's got a whole bunch of stuff that she hasn't taken care of. Matter of fact, somebody pointed out to me that she's had violation of parental responsibilities in 20 and 21. So there's some major issues going on in that household. So they're all, the last of them are all on the bench warrant stack. Jeff, thanks for showing up last minute. That was a scheduling snafu on our part. You saved us.
My pleasure, Judge.
Caitlin, thank you. Phil, my only suggestion is, would it be beneficial to have somebody from the school Zoom in? Or do you think you've got enough information for most of them, Phil? You're muted, by the way.
All right, I'm trying to type my answer since you can't really hear me. I usually have enough info, but because we had so many, I only printed out the report because we would have killed a couple trees printing every single thing we have. So,
Okay.
like I said, I think it went well. It's just when we're doing 28 or whatever we did at once, it just stinks if I can't bring all the files and just stand up next to you. You know.
Well, and my goal is we don't have 28 at one time again.
Right. No, I get you.
First of all, dealing with tickets that are issued in January and June doesn't make much sense at all.
No,
I understand why.
Right. No, and
I know that wasn't anybody's choice. So hopefully, and I think it worked all right because really we only adjourned one because you had to get more information. So that ain't a bad average.
Right. And like I said, if I would have known I'd had the whole file, I could have said, well, before this date, because you know as well as I know, excused still counts towards truancy. She can call her kid off sick 80 times, but without 80 doctor's notes, they all count. And I don't think she gets that.
Right, right. Yep. Yep. No, and you and I both know if my kids missed 80 days, there's something going on other than health. And the schools know what, you know what I mean? The schools aren't going to get you involved if it's a legitimate health issue.
Right. Just so, oh, no, exactly. Because I check with everybody first. Now, everybody's a human.
Right.
One could have slipped through the cracks.
Yeah.
But like that
Yeah.
Summer Rose, I'm not saying anything about the IEP, but I've talked to her. I've had problems with her for years.
Yeah. Well, and the IEP is a week old. The
Right.
ticket was from January.
Right. No, I get
Okay.
it.
Thank you both.
All right. Yeah, Miss Foley, the only thing is, never mind.
Bye, Phil.